There's a whole new Apple Watch Series 4, and that means a whole new Apple Watch Nike Plus Series 4. I'm Rene Ritchie. Welcome back to Vector. So great to have you here. Let's get running. Nike is one of the two big brands that Apple has partnered with for the watch, the other being Hermes. Yeah, talk about opposite ends of the spectrum. I'll have a fashionable Hermes stainless steel and leather review up for you as soon as possible, but right now I want to get some fitness on with the aluminum and polyester Nike Plus. Apple Watch Nike Plus has always been a variant of what Apple used to call the Sport and now simply classifies as the aluminum watch, starting at $399 for the 40mm and $429 for the 44mm. It comes in silver or space gray because ain't no Nike Plus got no time for the new gold, with an ion exchange glass on the front and the new sapphire and black ceramic back. But under that Ion X glass is the new 40mm or 44mm edge-to-edge curved display. It's one of the biggest new features of the Series 4, and Nike Plus carries it off with Volt Green style. Or, if you prefer, white Volt, celestial teal, smoky mauve, olive flak, cargo khaki, obsidian indigo, anthracite gray, wolf gray, light silver, particle beige, light bone, terra blush, total orange, bright crimson, barely rose, light violet, violet dust, indigo, blue orbit, or aurora green. Analog has 12 dots, 4 numbers and 8 dots, 6 numbers and 6 dots, 4 big numbers, or 4 big numbers inverted. If you go inverted though, aka full screen, you don't get the additional complications in the top corners and bottom row. Digital has filled, half outline, and all outline, and you get 2 sides and 1 bottom complication for all of them. Both digital and analog have a permanent Nike Run Club complication, no extra charge, but also no chance to change. Like all Series 4, it's slightly bigger but thinner and flatter, so it sits better on the wrist, even and especially during workouts, when you want those now clustered in the middle optical heart rate sensors to maintain the best contact possible. And because aluminum is still lighter than steel, the Nike Plus goes from being less noticeable to almost barely there. You can get it paired with a Nike Sport Band in pure platinum black or anthracite black, or the new Nike black or summer white sport loops that are reflective to help you stand out when you're walking, running, or otherwise be more visible for those between sunset and sunrise street sessions. In other words, far fewer words, it looks like it works. Absolutely badass. Now, watchOS 5 is watchOS 5 and runs on every Apple Watch from Series 1 to Series 4. Only the original Series 0 is left out. RIP. But since I haven't really covered all the new fitness features, I'm going to do that here and now with the new Nike Plus. Now, I've always liked the coaching aspect of Apple Watch, the part that tells you to stand up, get out, and get moving, to close your rings, and it just keeps learning and getting smarter. But I've always been more extrinsically motivated than intrinsically. That's why I liked activity sharing in the past and why I love activity competitions now. You can challenge a friend from the activity app or right from the notification, and then you have a week to beat them. And by beat them, I mean either persevere to exceed their attainments in the most sportsmanlike manner possible, or to crush them, to see them driven before you and to hear the lamentation of their rings. You know, whatever motivates you best. And pro tip, instead of just sending burger and fry emoji reactions to their fitness achievements, like I've been doing for years, you can now trash talk live using walkie-talkie. Just tap the button and say, "Hey, keep up, old man."
Dude, I'm a half a mile ahead of you.
Oh, awkward. You can also set yourself to unavailable during a workout to prevent just such interruptions. And it'll have the added benefit of turning off that bright yellow walkie-talkie notification you get every time you turn your wrist. You know, the one that's meant to remind you that you are available for walkie-talkie and can be interrupted. Yeah. That one. One of the things that can help you win is automatic workout detection. I've mentioned it before, so I'll keep this brief, but basically if you start running without starting a workout, your watch will prompt you to start it and give you credit for what you've racked up so far. Likewise, if you hit the Gatorade before you hit the stop button, it'll prompt you to stop so you don't trash the stats by being stationary. There are also new hiking and yoga workouts. Nothing for Tai Chi or Qigong yet, so more downward dog, less swimming dragon. But baby steps. If you're a runner, you can now choose a target pace and get an alert if you get ahead of or fall behind yourself. There's also a rolling mile or click, so you can tell just how fast you ran the last stretch, and cadence, so you can glance at your current steps per minute. All of those are invaluable, I'm told. And of course, there's an updated Nike Run Club app and an all-new Nike Training Club app, if you use them and like them. If you're working out because you're worried about your heart, there's still high heart rate warnings and new low heart rate warnings as well. And coming soon, irregular heart rate warnings and even an ECG app for a single pad equivalent electrocardiogram right on your wrist. Then there's fall detection, which is only on by default for people who've entered an age of over 65 in the health app, but which anybody can toggle on. Now, I've taken enough dumb spills and falls off bikes and while hiking to fear and appreciate the dangers of being injured and alone. Getting an alert to call emergency services and notify your emergency contact and having it done automatically if you don't get up and start moving after a minute could literally be a lifesaver. That's why I've already bought almost everyone in my family a Series 4 and not even bothered to wait for the holidays. There's much more to Apple Watch Series 4, and you can find almost all of it in my original deep dive review and my 2 weeks later update. I've been wearing one paired with AirPods, and that's absolutely the way I recommend them for almost a month now. And yeah, sure, it's still not perfect. Even the cellular version still can't roam internationally, and those terrific new reflective sport loops I mentioned, they aren't sold separately, at least not yet. And yeah, missing messages and mail complications on the infograph, always on watch faces, sleep tracking, and everything else I've complained about over the course of the last few videos, all of that and more. But here's the thing, year after year, Apple Watch in general and Nike Plus in particular are feeling not only better rounded out, but also more focused. Series 4 is a leap forward in terms of not only design, but performance. Rumor has it you have full-blown Apple efficiency cores in them now. And the Nike Plus version really brings that to bear on perhaps the most popular aspect of the watch, its health and fitness features. A month later, and I'm still sticking to my original opinion. If you have an iPhone, but you don't have an Apple Watch, you should get one, because it's really still the only device on the market that repeatedly, over and over again, saves lives, and now in more ways than ever before. But if you're interested not just in that you live, but in how you live, and fitness is a key part of that for you, then you should get the Apple Watch Nike Plus Series 4. And of course, if you want to get your mind in as good a shape as your body, well, that's what Brilliant is for. It's a problem-solving website and app that teaches you to think better. Instead of passively listening to lectures, you get to master concepts by solving fun and challenging problems. And Brilliant provides the tools and the frameworks you need to tackle those challenges. Brilliant's thought-provoking content based around breaking up complexities into bite-sized, understandable chunks will lead you from curiosity to mastery. So, what are you waiting for? Check out brilliant.org/vector. Thanks, Brilliant. I like to listen to podcasts while I walk or hike, so I'm super happy Apple Podcasts is finally on the watch, as is a watchOS 5 powered Overcast, and hopefully more to come. My point is, because Nike Plus is an Apple Watch, it can do everything an Apple Watch can do as well, including all the notifications, remote control, Apple Pay, and even the just launched student ID cards, which I hope will eventually let all of us buzz ourselves into everywhere. That's why I think if you want an Apple Watch Series 4 and you want aluminum but not gold, you might as well go for the Nike Plus. It has everything the base model has, just with some extra cool extra watch faces, bands, and Nike apps. Now, I'd love to hear what you think. Have you been waiting on the Nike Plus Series 4? If so, what attracts you to it? If not, what would Nike and Apple have to do to make it stand out better for you? Hit like, hit subscribe, and then hit up the comments below and let me know what you think. And thank you so much for watching.